that more. You know what I need to do? I need to just get like a 5 or 6 second cut of that, and this way I can like put it up at the end of my videos, like with the thing. This has been a Media Blackout live production.
I'll send you the recording I have.
Oh, I don't know if anybody's watching. Andy's going through her little. Oh, there I am. Okay, so now I'm sitting here. So how's everybody doing? I always feel like Dave Allen at large. Who was the other talk show guy? He used to smoke cigarettes all the time,
All of them.
and drink and have. I know, right? I mean, back when I was a kid, everybody would sit there. They'd have a highball glass with some ice in it. Because 3 hours before the show, they'd all be sitting in the green room having cocktails. Like, so anyway, what's going on? This is who's the old well, Mike Douglas. Mike makes my day. He was guy, I don't know, in the 70s, and yeah, he had his talk show, and then there was Merv Griffin. Merv was gay, right?
No, I didn't really care, but yeah, probably.
Well, no, but there was a thing, Denny Terrio. Remember Denny Terrio from Dance Fever?
Yeah.
Dance Fever.
Because the guy always messed up together on TJ Hooker. They're two different people, and I never can seem to realize that.
No, that was what's his name? Alex Ahmed or Ahmed. I forgot his name, but yeah, good-looking guy back on TJ Hooker. I used to call that show Teenage Hooker. When I worked in a gun store, I was like, "Hey, you got a gun just like that guy on that show, Teenage Hooker." And they go, "It's TJ Hooker," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." But he used to have this like big ass Colt Python, back when cops used to carry wheel guns on TV and in real life. So anyway, but yeah, I don't know which one. There was this old show called Dave Allen at Large. It was on the BBC, and it was real funny because it was this English guy. And he used to sit there and like he was missing a finger, and he always used to be like trying to, he'd be always brushing on his knee. And they said, "Why is that?" And he says, "Well, it's just to try and keep the little blue guys from running up." I really can't find too many videos of his. I gotta like search YouTube.
Was he okay?
Yeah, he was in. Well, it was about the same time. This was back, I'd say 76, 77. I mean,
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. Remember Space 1999? Which is a great theme song. I love that. Space 1999 was a theme song written by Barry Gray, who was one of the greatest TV composers of that era. And he also wrote the theme song for UFO, which I would love to do like a total cover of because it's a cool song. Joe 90, Thunderbirds, which is a big marching band tune. Even my cousin Gregory's like, Barry Gray wrote the cover, the theme song for Thunderbirds, and it's like, yeah,
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds was like, I don't. Have you ever seen a movie, Team America: World Police?
Yeah.
It was done in back. I was a little kid watching this.
It was funny. Yeah, I've seen those things ripped up and spoofed. Yeah.
Right, but it was super marionation, they used to call it, done in super marionation. So if you watch a Thunderbirds episode, it's pretty. Some of them are pretty funny, but you got to think. For when I was watching, I was like 2 or 3 years old, so it was like 1969 or 1970. Now you weren't born till like what, 72?
71.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, how old are you? I don't want to have to cut you in half and count your rings.
I'm 48.
You're 48. Okay, so you're about 5. Okay, so from the 5. So I'm trying to do the math in my head. So you're born like 72, 73. So you were pretty young.
No, 71.
71. Okay. So you were pretty young when Space 1999 came out.
I don't remember Space 1999 at all. The first one I remember was Battlestar Galactica and Charlie's Angels. And Love Boat. I watched Love Boat a lot.
Battlestar Galactica was the original Battlestar. I loved with Richard Hatch and.
The new one was way better. The new one was way better.
Yeah, I know the new one, but at the time I was not home enough at during that time period. I don't know, it was like what, 2000.
I didn't watch it when it came out. I didn't watch it when it came out either. I just watched it on Netflix.
Right. Just binged it. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna binge watch it one of these days.
It's really, really good.
I watched Caprica with this chick that I used to hang around with.
Not very good.
Wasn't that great. But the original Battlestar Galactica, Richard Hatch, Dirk Benedict, the father from Bonanza there. Oh God, tip of my tongue.
I can't remember his. Yeah.
Yeah. Lauren Green, Annette Sprang or whatever it was. There was a lot of those hot like 70 chicks on it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, even Richard Hatch came back for the new edition of
Yeah.
Battlestar, and when they did it the second time. But at the time, I basically said, why am I wasting my money having my satellite? Because at my old house, all I could get was satellite dish. I could get Direct TV or Dish Network or something like that. So I was like, why am I wasting my money paying for this? Because I was never home at the time. I was big into the whole recovery thing. So every
Hmm.
night when I got home from work, I took a shower, changed my clothes, went to a meeting, and then hung out with some drunk or drug addict, and I
The
mean,
usual things, but just not doing them.
right. Well, it was like I was so busy like helping people and counseling people, that like I don't know. I don't want to go into the whole thing, about the 12-step programs, but a lot of those people that you meet there will suck the fucking life out of you.
Hmm.
And I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped going. I mean, I tried to help some people and stuff like that. It's what I call pathological altruism. It's kind of like what Sweden's going through, and Europe, bringing in all the refugees and migrants rather. And I know you totally are like, well, if we hadn't bombed the living shit out of
Yeah,
them, they
that
probably,
is the truth. If we hadn't killed Gaddafi, it'd be so much of a different situation right now. That was the main thing we did.
absolutely right. I mean, if Saddam was still in power right now, wouldn't the world be in a much better place?
The Middle East would be.
Yeah, we should have just left Saddam in power. Um,
But I was saying
hindsight,
Gaddafi when we went in and had Gaddafi murdered, and I mean Libya's destroyed. Go look at current pictures of Libya. It's dusted. The entire country's destroyed. That's where
oh,
that was the stopgap for like massive migration. That was the beginning of it. Plus taking all of his weapons over to Syria and giving him to Al Nusra and those guys. Not a good idea.
right, right. I
Because
mean, well,
every foreign policy we've done in the last, well, I don't know, my lifetime has been bad.
yeah, mine too. Well, it all goes. I mean, I remember I was in junior high school during the Iran hostage crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Carter was president. Jimmy Carter, there was gas lines. I mean, everything was fucked up in this country. Then we got that 440 days or whatever it was of hostage crisis. They swore in Uncle Ronnie Reagan, the freaking cowboy. And boom, what do the Iranians do? Say, okay, well, we got, the Gipper here. We got to let these
Well, no,
fuckers go.
It's already documented. Dude. He made his campaign made a deal with the Iranians to hold onto the hostages until he took over, so he could win this. He'd win the election. That was the whole point. So half the time that those hostages were being held there, the Iranians were ready to let him go. They would let him go then, but he said, "No, please don't do that. I'll hook you guys up with weapons in Iran Contra." After that, so he did an illegal. He did his campaign did a totally illegal deal with the Iranians to hold the hostages for much longer. So it wasn't like he showed up and they went, "Oh, look, the
Well,
heroes
like
in
I said,
place."
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right once again on this one. You know, hindsight being 2020, what have we learned over the last 40 years? Not even 20 years, 40 years. The Middle East is going to be fucked up forever. And you know what? They need tyrants in those countries. They need
No,
dictators.
they need self rule, and they don't really have that. Do you think the Kingdom of Saud would be able to hold position in their country if it wasn't for us backing them up? No. No, just if you get out of foreign interference, they would stabilize as a region, stabilize into nation states that they want to be in. Instead,
Right.
those are the ones that Britain and we carved them into. And like, if we pulled out of there, they would stabilize. I don't know what happened to Israel. They would probably be part of the stabilization too, because they could fucking kill everybody. So it would be a good balance of power there. And
Right.
then
And,
we tip
well,
the scales constantly and cause things to get more chaotic and more fucked up. Let it all balance itself out.
they put Saddam in charge
We put Saddam Hussein
during
in
the
charge.
whole. Yes, we put Saddam in charge. I don't like to say we because at that point I wasn't an active participant. I was
You paying
like
taxes?
maybe. No, at the time I was in junior high school, so I wasn't really paying taxes. Wasn't an active participant. Wasn't old enough to vote yet.
Yeah.
So we put. I got my 10th Mountain Division glass here, though. Can see me live,
Yeah, I can see
right?
you live. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
you see
yeah.
me 20 seconds later.
Well, right, and that's the thing. You look beautiful tonight. I love that top.
Thank you.
It's great. Like what you've done with your hair. Where's your glasses? You got to put the glasses back on.
No, no, no,
Gives
no,
you
no.
gives you more of like a studious hot Fox
Oh, wait.
News.
Okay, okay. I'll put on the. No, no. Here you go. Here's the Kennedy glasses. Whoa, shit! What happened? Lost you. Shit. Nope, you're back.
What?
You go.
You lost me? Oh, I'm back. No, I was just gonna say you should put your glasses back on because it
There.
gives you more like one of those hot. There you go, baby. You got to get them glasses back on. I can't see what you're doing, but because I'm on the delay. But anyway, so sitting here, don't know what happened. My stream just froze. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
you back. You
on.
lost you there for a second.
Okay. Yeah, we froze up for a bit, but anyway, I got my 10th Mountain Division. This glass here, right in the line, that was my unit insignia. It was the Golden Dragons. It's a really actually cool medallion because the dragon in the middle is like actually, it's like the back plate is flat that says the right of the line with the little castle on it. The little, I call it the rook.
Is it a rampant
You know,
gecko?
No, it's actually, if you look at it, it's a golden dragon.
Ah,
I'll show you
looks
and
like a
it says
gecko.
the right. It says the right of the line, but of course on my beer glass, the little of sticker part of the decal came off of it. But anyway, so like I said, I digress. I'm always sitting around watching old media, watching Battlestar Galactica, watching things like that. What I've been watching lately was Andrew Dice Clay. Do you remember him?
Oh yeah, of course. I still tell his jokes.
Dice, I know, and I've been, watching so much Dice. And who's the other one I was watching? Oh my God, God, there's so many '80s people, and the thing is, I just watch it, and I always think like, you could never get away with the comedy that these guys do, that they were doing back then. You couldn't get away with it today because it was so politically incorrect.
Yeah,
And it's like he had this one line, one joke. He's like, "So I got my head up this chick's ass, and I'm standing in line in the bank."
yeah. There I
And
went my
she
tongue up
says
this chick's
to
ass
me,
and I'm standing in line in the bank. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
"Yeah, do I know you?" So anyway, it's just
Yeah.
what's been going on. I've been sitting home. Now, for me, sitting at home doing nothing is nothing unusual. I usually don't leave the house maybe once or twice a week. Went out today. Let's get to what's on everybody's mind. How's this COVID-19 thing affecting you personally?
Me personally, it's more fun to go shopping now. That's about it. That's
Right?
about it. I don't have. I mean, I'm also, I hermit pretty badly. My kids are home all the time, which is kind of cool. They're doing schoolwork because their school's already set up. It's already set up for doing schoolwork online. No, it's
Right?
for the most part at this point, I've just had enough time to sit around and watch the news broadcasts and realize that they're specifically lying in one direction, and it's I don't want to doubt this whole thing because I know people that are sick, but like I say the hype and the panic and whatnot. It's like it's like just a basic thing. Like when they were talking about Italy's numbers the other day, and they went, "Oh, Italy just had like 627 deaths from COVID-19 today," and that's not what they said. And that's not what they said. You translate what the Italians said, and they said they had 627 people died that day. They had COVID. They didn't die of COVID. A lot of Muslims didn't. They're dying from whatever reason. They're really old people dying from multiple different things, and but they're adding all the numbers up just to make it seem like it's worse than it is, and that's freaking me out.
Right?
Because they don't. This
Right?
is not. It's like when they're consistently lying to like saying Biden is winning the primaries for fuck's sake. And
Right?
when they consistently
Right?
lie like that, it bothers me because it means that they're hiding something. With Biden, of course, they're trying to get him in place, even though the exit polls in every single fucking primary have been so far off. It's not even. It's not. We would be overthrowing countries if they had exit polls that like our primaries are coming back right now. It's like 17%, 18%, shit like that over the error margin. So and that's in every single one because all of our voting is done on machines now. And we're the only alleged democracy or republic in the world that allows those machines because all the rest of the countries looked at them and went, "Oh, these are way too easy to rig."
Right?
Yeah.
And that's why I love you so much, and I bring you onto this
Does that have to
because
do the technical stuff? Yeah, okay.
aside from the technical stuff and being the producer, and everybody knows that you're my digital goddess. Okay, I mean everybody knows that this show would not happen if it wasn't for you. This show would have never gone on. You know, I tell everybody all the time how much I owe you well, I mean, I paid you some money, but I mean, what I've paid you, if you're a bargain, at any price, I keep. I keep saying to all my friends, I'm like, yeah, if you need me to pimp her out to you, be your digital goddess, I'll pimp you out all day long if they're going to be paying you to do IT
Oh
stuff,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because I'm trying to find you some work because right now, I mean, you got the ideal gig. You can work from home.
I do work from home, yeah, but the clients aren't. A lot of the businesses are shutting down. Like just finished Barry's Bar, the Eleanor's Lounge out in on Bohemia, New York, and that as soon as we had it going, got the website up, got everything going, everything was just starting to kick in and shut it down, and who knows when they're gonna open up again. And that's happening with a lot of my clients.
Bohemia, New York. Well, when they do reopen, we should do a live stream from there. I'll go there and I'll live stream, and you can live stream with your people. I'm like, hey, I'm live from Bohemia, New York.
The people that Barry, the guy that owns it is my oldest client. Like literally, I've been a client of mine now for like a dozen years. He owns Live Entertainment, so he's been following bands, he's been filming bands and been doing concerts and stuff his whole life. So he's turning the place into just a major music venue. So it'll be really awesome.
Well, hey, hook me up because I'm in the best cover band in upstate New York at this point. Oh my God, do you want to hear a story? 2 weeks ago, we played the Red Shed.
No, I just said 2 weeks ago.
What, honey?
You said 2 weeks ago while holding up 3 fingers. I'm just kind of confused.
Oh, well, that's because this one finger, I got that thing where okay, like if in Germany, this would be 3. Mm-hmm. Okay, in America, this is 2. In Germany, that's 1.
In Britain, this is this. So, in a perfect world, this would be this. In Britain. You'll see it in 20 seconds.
I know. I got to watch you in 20 seconds. 1,000, 2,000.
No, you don't have to count it off. You don't have to count it off all loud.
I know. I'm watching on the delay. And you really look so lovely tonight. I dig that. I wore my black leather jacket tonight, actually. This is the one I was going to send to you so you could, stud it out for me.
I can do that.
Oh my God, I also got a trench coat. What size trench do you wear? Because I bought one, it was like a European size, I don't know, 2XL, which for me, it fits okay. But the thing is, I can't actually close it. This one I can zipper. And this is like a 3XL I bought. And I actually bought another trench. It's not the same one, which is unfortunate. But it's like a German U-boat commander trench. I got one for you. The second one I got's a different kind of leather. The one that I want to send to you, it's got nice buttons on it. If I could find it, I'd show it to you. But maybe during the break, I'll go pull it out while I make myself another drink and I pay.
Let's throw my jacket so I can show that off.
My
jacket's badass.
It would be so cool in this trench because you could deck it out.
Oh yeah, I'll convert the hell out of it. Yeah.
Oh, you're badass. Well, people are asking me all the time. They're like, So what's up with you and your girlfriend? And I'm like, what movie I watched last night really reminded me of and
please don't say rom-com of any kind, but unless it's like Shaun of the Dead.
No, actually, Leaving Las Vegas, and it was. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh yeah. I've also lived parts of it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I lived parts of it too. And I know we've been talking what's wrong with me? What happened? Since I was at your house, and I don't know if it had to do with the drinking because I didn't drink all that much at your house. I drank. Usually I don't drink more than once a week, and that's why I like doing this media blackout live. So I get to just sit down, have some cocktails with you, talk to everybody. 3 people watching now. Oh, yeah. Phoebe McGrath, nice content. Appeal to your vanity, huh? Who? Phoebe McGrath.
She's like my best friend. She's a friend of mine. She lives in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
She's in one of the COVID hotspots, hot zones.
All right. Well, Phoebe, I'm glad you're here. Wow, I haven't even been looking at my stream. Hers is better. Wow. So I'm getting a little delay on Phoebe, but yeah, I'm so glad. Wow, you're our first person in the comments. Okay, we'll tell two friends and then tell two more friends. But anyway, so I, when I was at your house and like I don't. I was feeling good because when I'm in the desert, it's so dry that my allergies don't bother me. Because I know that I have like a continuous case of postnasal drip, especially in this house because I'm right next to the lake. It's so damp. It's so mildewy. I mean, it's not even like in the house. It's like I walk outside and the lawn is mildewy and dying leaves, and I'm always like sniffing and all that. And like when I'm in Albuquerque at your house, I don't have that. It's dry, so my arthritis really isn't bothering me. The only problem is the elevation, the oxygen content, like you said. It's why people there are so violent because of the lack of oxygen and also the amount of alcohol everybody consumes. But anyway, I watched Leaving Las Vegas, and this time it wasn't like I was going out to see you to try and kill myself. I was going out to see you to try and get this television program that we're doing right now.
Mhm.
But Phoebe McGrath, wow, you're the first one. I'm like so happy that we have like one viewer. 3 watching now. Yay! I'm so happy. But anyway, so I was there. By the time I got home, and I swear to God, I've been home for over a month, and my sciatic is killing me again. I mean, I just lay in bed for days at a time, just like in agony, because it feels like somebody's stabbing me in the ass with an ice pick.
I'm sure it's not a
But
voodoo
not
doll.
just like
It's probably a
right,
voodoo
and
doll,
it's
yeah.
like it's like they're stabbing me in the ass, but the ice pick is going from my butt cheek down into my right heel. You know,
It sucks.
and yeah, it's miserable. Like carrying groceries in the other night. I have a really good stock of like dried foods, rice and beans and things like that. I have buckets full of them. But the thing like I neglected to stock up on was like salad dressing. You know, um, things to make my rice and beans taste great. You know,
Get chili.
so
Red and green
I
chili.
get the,
Just get red and green chili.
well, I get the I get the Hormel chili.
That's not the guy.
The
That's not
funny
chili. That's
thing
that
is,
weird. That's dog food. That's not chili.
right? Okay,
Chili's like
but the
green
thing is,
chili.
like, I get you. And chili in New Mexico is a lot different than chili in New York. Chili in New York has beans and meat
Dog
and
food.
all that hot dog. Right. In New Mexico, chili is like hot green peppers, just like sliced up and thrown on a hamburger.
On everything, yeah. Well,
Which,
we roast them first. We
yeah,
roast them first, yeah.
right. I would love to come out, and I wanted to actually come out for chili roasting, and I was about to book a ticket because it was so cheap. And then they started the whole no getting on a plane, no traveling, none of that. So basically I can't come out this spring for the chili, whatever it is, the chili roasting
Roasting,
thing.
yeah.
What do you call it there?
I have no, just chili. I don't know. It's chili season. We have seasons. We have like moth season, chili season. It's weird because we don't have any other seasons. So we had to name our own. Moth season is when it, like you look outside, it looks like a blizzard, but it's just moths. Happens about once every
Yeah,
4
right.
years. Yeah.
Right. Well, basically, what you do in moth season is just put up like a torch and let them like all fly into it and let them kill
Well,
themselves.
they used to have those what are those halogen lights, or like the things that look like they would point up the ceiling. In the '90s, everybody had
Right.
them, and everybody bought them here. And then moth season happened, and they just became like smoking, burning Olympic torches in everybody's houses.
Yeah.
So they got rid of all those things because that does not work well. And moth season's going to come again. We also have ladybug season once or
Well,
twice.
one of our things. One night I was sitting on my front porch and I got attacked by a herd, or I don't know what you call them, a flock of like June bugs, and they're big. They're like this big,
I
and
think it's a
they
calendar of
look
June
like.
bugs. It's a calendar of June bugs. That's what they call them.
Is that what it is?
No, I made that up on the spot. I don't know. A murder of June
I-
bugs? I don't know.
A murder of June bugs. Well,
An
anyway,
office conference of June bugs. Yeah.
this flock of June bugs started flying at me, and they're like really slow. And I'm like, what the fuck are these things? So I'm shooting them with like bug spray and poison. And they weren't dying because of the poison. So I went and I got a thing of hairspray and I started spraying them with hairspray, and that would kind of like keep their wings from flapping. And then when they hit the ground, I would light them on fire. I don't know if that,
Slight cruelty, but yeah.
makes
You could just
right.
lit the you could just lit the hairspray on fire first and just take them all out.
Well, that's the thing. I was thinking about that, but I was afraid I was going to, while I was flame throwing the hairspray can, that I was going to like, ignite the hair and it was going to explode in my hand.
That's why I
But
keep
anyway,
flamethrowers around, the actual ones that actually are meant for it, because that just burns everything up. Yeah.
oh my God, you know what my friend sent me? He sent me a picture of a under, it mounts to a Picatinny rail on an AR-15, but it is actually a flamethrower. And then they had another one. It was like an electric chainsaw because they're like, oh, you can't mount a flamethrower to your grenade launcher or a bayonet or to your AR type rifle or a flamethrower or chainsaw. And I was like, that's so funny. I mean, of course, some people down in Florida, they're like, yeah, here's an electric chainsaw you can mount to your AR. Yeah. So I thought that was funny. So anyway, back to coronavirus.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's crazy now. Like I did a video just about 2 weeks ago, and I went to Walmart. I bought another 70 pounds of rice just because my buckets of rice. I mean, I opened up a bucket of rice I packed for Y2K. Okay, that was 20 years ago. I opened it up, and I've been eating the rice out of it for like the last week. And let me tell you, with enough rice is filler. So you can make like 3 days worth of survival food with 4 teacups full of rice and 1 can of Hormel chili. You can have something that actually has, and a couple of squirts of Sriracha sauce, a little powdered garlic, powdered onion thrown into it.
I do know how to cook.
You can kill the taste of the food where you could actually. Right. Where you can actually survive off of that. So I don't know. I was doing my inventory the other day. I got like 130 pounds of rice. I got like 75 pounds of dried beans. Plus the whole underside of my kitchen counter is filled with like tomato sauce. I got a couple of dozen cans of tomato sauce. I don't know, 30 or 40 cans of Hormel chili. Some big cans of Dinty Moore beef stew. I mean, you take one of those big cans of Dinty Moore beef stew, make a big pot of rice. You could feed 4 guys pretty good with 1 big can of Dinty Moore and a friggin', bunch of rice. So
yeah, I can't stand Dinty Moore. That stuff is just too weird looking on the inside. But
what I'm saying is, in like, if you had to live, for
I'm stocked up here. I'm stocked up. I've been to the store several times to stock up. I've got about 100 pounds of rice, 100 pounds of beans, like a couple cases of red chili, a couple cases of green chili.
Right.
Yeah, but the basics.
If you got 1 jar of those little peppers that we had,
I'm almost done with those. Those things were
You're almost done with those?
Yeah.
Well, that was a month ago. So 1 jar of them lasted your family of 3 2 months.
My kids are too afraid to eat them.
Oh, really?
Just me. Yeah.
But the thing is, 1 jar of them will last you a couple of months. Okay. Just think if you had 4 jars of them, you slice a few of them peppers up every day, chuck it into the sauce or the stew or whatever.
Doesn't take much of those.
Right, I know, and you've killed the taste of your food because now all you can taste, obviously, is a hot green chili pepper. So, survival food. Like I went to the store today, no bread.
Yeah.
I got a stack this big of these little tortillas. The little ones that are about that yo big. And I'm like, well, this would be cool because I could make a hot dog, throw some Hormel chili and cheese on it, squirt of mustard. Boom. I got chili cheese dogs. The
little ones, aren't they corn? Aren't those corn ones? Are they corn tortillas or flour?
Corn. I think they're corn ones. I don't know.
You have to fry them, yeah.
It's just something to hold the friggin', junk together while I shove it in my mouth.
So I think of what kind of sacrilege eating a hot dog on a corn tortilla is.
Well, I know, but
it's got to be some kind of special hell.
Can't find hot dog buns. I know it is a special hell. But I got 2 big loaves, like 2 big Italian breads, this big at Walmart today. They were $1. Mm-hmm. So I bought 2 of them. I threw them into the freezer. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll make a freaking chili cheese dog hoagie, big 12-inch, chop it up into pieces. And hey,
if you're
everybody have.
if you're trying to survive up there, I don't think hot dogs and no chili really count as survival food. I mean, like Death Wish food, yeah, it's totally that's what it is, but
Right.
it's not.
And well, you know what? You're a gourmet cook. I lived on MREs for a couple of years. So if it's better than an MRE, I'm pretty happy. I mean, if I got a gallon of water and and three ramens and a can of chili and a pound of rice, I'm like, I'm cool. I could eat for like, 2 weeks on this shit.
I think I figured out why everybody's going crazy on the toilet paper. Because I was in
Why that?
Albertsons. I went to Albertsons the other day just nobody ever shops there, so I figured they wouldn't be out of anything. And yeah, it was great. The whole place was just like normal. It was there acting like it was last year. But the ramen aisle was completely empty and the toilet paper aisle was completely empty. And I'm thinking those two go together like that. Because if you're eating the ramen, you're definitely the toilet paper's going to be going fast. Because that's
Right.
not
Well,
food either.
and I heard one guy today saying the reason why they need to have so much toilet paper is because every time someone coughs, everyone shits their pants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean that's one of the reasons. But anyway, we've been on for about 45 minutes. So why don't we take a quick break, like 5-minute break, so I can pee and go get a drink, and you can do the same.
Okay,
So
mute your microphone.
how do I mute my
I don't know,
microphone?
the same way you did earlier.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Grab your guns, come out and play. Hear the sirens scream reality. Reach out far beyond your mind. Outside that door you'll find today, 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 today. Take a look at what surrounds you. Can't you see it's all in lies? Today's yesterday's tomorrow. Today's tomorrow's yesterday. Today, today.
We're back. Okay. So anyway, so Phoebe McGrath, flour, corn, stackability is the same. I got 4 whole dried ramen bowls today. Wow, cool. It is a mess in my pantry. What did I do? Okay.
Is that a
I'm
metaphor?
leaning forward. Let me. What's that, baby?
Is that a metaphor?
What's a metaphor?
Oh,
A mess in my pantry?
Yeah.
No, no, that would be a mess in my panties actually right now. Here's
You don't need to
another
talk about
thing.
that. I'm good at that. Not ever hearing about that. That's good.
Yeah, no, I just remember how like my lymph nodes like have that problem,
Yeah.
down. Yeah, I've told you about that.
Yep.
And I just have one that just will not go away. So it's been really freaking annoying. But anyway, yeah, we won't talk about my lymph nodes and it's something for Dr. Pimple Popper. Actually, I really need to go see. You ever watch that show?
Dr. Pimple Popper? Nope, never heard of it.
It's a show on like Discovery Channel, and she's cute. She's like this Asian doctor chick, she's a dermatologist, and like people get these lipomas. They're just huge. I actually had one on my neck one time, not a lipoma, but just kind of like this weird boil thing. But the thing was, it went down like it like threaded down. It was just on my neck, and it threaded down through my like collarbone right here, and it went down almost into my lung. So they I mean, and they packed it with like this shoelace gauze. It's pretty gross.
But
Anyway,
these are
so
guys that have
right
people
now,
friends with bullet holes. Yeah.
bullet hole. Right, right, right. Well, I actually have clotting gauze and stuff like that. You know, it's so
Tampons work
funny
great.
because tampons work great. You know what else you can pack in your bullet holes is dirt, regular old goddamn dirt. It'll work. You know, dirt
See.
is not as dirty as you would think.
Depends on where it is.
Dirt, yeah, right. It doesn't, but regular old dirt doesn't have a lot of bacteria in it, believe it or not. You know, so anyhow, once again, I digress. So I went to Walmart today. You know, everything is pretty much stocked. Now, guns, let's get to guns. Gun sales have gone up about 800%.
Of course.
Okay. In the last couple of weeks. Now, you know me, I've been really well.
Yeah, I've been really regretting my legal status and the fact that I don't have any guns right now going into the apocalypse. It's uncomfortable.
Honey, well, here's what I told you. I said, that's why you're going to come here and I'm going to hide you under my bed because, you know,
I don't want to go back in the box. No, I'm good.
You know, well, you know what? If worst comes to worst, you can't grow food in the desert or not that much. Okay. Because one, you don't have good soil, and two, you don't have adequate water. Here, we got a lake like 100 feet from my house. Okay. Plus, you know what? Everybody's like, oh, we got to stock up on water. We got to stock up on water. Wait, you know what I got? I got one of these things. And you know what this is.
I got three of those too. Yeah, one for each of the boys you sent them. Thank you.
But you got to find a source of water to drink from. Plus, it can't be like a puddle that you know, some car's been leaking oil into. But this is what's known as a life straw. Okay? It's really easy. You open that up. You open this end up. Oh, actually, there's no cap on that. Stick in some water, and you suck through it. It's like a big ass, like.
And if you can suck hard enough for long enough, you get a reward.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's life, though. It's life.
Yeah, it's life, baby. Suck on it like your life depended on it. But anyway, what you do is you suck the water through this end.
And it filters it, yeah.
And it filters it. And then when you're done, you blow back through, so you blow all the crap out. And this will filter out like 99.9% of all bacteria, cholera, everything. My lake isn't so polluted with, like, you know, petrol products. I mean, I'm sure there's some, you know, from the outboard motor engines, you know, running into the water, but it won't filter out that stuff, so be careful.
To no oil, yeah.
It won't filter out chemicals, so be careful. But rainwater collection, you know, I mean, my house, how hard would it be to collect rainwater? It rains here like freaking every other day.
If it doesn't do any chemicals, like it does bacteria, but not chemicals. Because I give a fucking rat's ass about the bacteria. The chemicals are what's bothering me, especially here, that everything's radioactive and fucking covered in. We've been fracking, so it's all fucked up. Yeah,
it's not going to help. It's going to keep the bacteria. So that's why these would be good for like filtering rainwater, something off.
Well, rainwater's like what's the percentage of glyphosate in all the water on the planet now? It's raining down. It's bonded with water. It's raining down on us. So the glyphosate is.
I can't see you anymore on the I can't see anymore on the YouTube stream. Where the hell did you go?
Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Let me. Boom, transition. There you go.
Okay.
I'll be back in 20 seconds. Sorry. I'm in studio mode. I keep forgetting to transition. I really should have had this set up beforehand, but I've been kind of busy with the apocalypse. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So I got 4 watching now. Who's watching? Me, Phoebe. Who else? Who else is watching? Slap in, baby. I want to know. Phoebe, I love you. You're our first fan watching. And so tell me, who is this Phoebe person? And
she's an old friend of mine. She's actually like okay. So when I got sick last year, I was down for like 6 months. She actually flew out here to convince me to go to the hospital. Like she caught a red eye to fly from Jersey to here just to get me to go to the hospital. And that's the hospital that I went into. Like not a person that lived in Albuquerque even visited me in. So yeah, she's a really good friend. She's awesome.
Yeah. You got somebody who would fly from New Jersey to Albuquerque to be with you to get you to go to the hospital.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. And you got somebody like me who would drive from New York to Albuquerque just to get you drunk for a week.
You think I should be living
Which
on the East Coast, right?
I really do. I really do because I mean those are people who care about you. You know, of
Yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah.
knowing what I know now, I would not have ever. And I swear, I feel so bad about that. I mean, it turns my stomach when I think about it. I mean, it makes me want to go outside and like bury my head in the dirt under my porch when I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking when I bought all that liquor? You know,
Well, no, I
and
figured I had to try one more time in my life to see if I could actually drink it, or if it would kill me or not, and it didn't kill me, but it came pretty fucking close.
right. Well, anyway, I watched Leaving Las Vegas last night,
It's a depressing movie.
and it's a depressing movie. It's a beautiful movie,
Oh no,
though.
it's great. It's
I mean,
fantastic.
they really loved each other, you know.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, no, they did, and he drank himself to death. And I've had so many friends do that in this lifetime. I've had
You're
tons of friends.
breaking up.
Oh, sorry. Let's see if I got. Let me check this. Let me check the signal real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you put on your leather jacket too.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
now we look
Something cool like
together.
that.
We look so cool together, don't we?
Whoa.
So anyway, I mean, I feel really bad about that. eh, I don't know. I'll find it in my heart to forgive myself because I don't like hurting my friends. I
You
really
didn't hurt
don't.
me, and I chose
You know.
to drink. I just can
Um,
drink a lot more than most people really ever expect. So, and not die. I'm fine.
no, honey, the only person I know in this entire world who can drink more than me is you. And you're the only one I've met who can ever. And I've been to AA meetings around the goddamn globe. Okay, and you're the only one I know who can do it. So
I
you
can,
know what?
I can put it. I can put a
They
full grown man on the table at the age of 8. So yeah, and I did regularly.
they ain't found a way to kill us yet. And now my stream is like moving really slow. I'm monitoring the YouTube. I just don't know what's going. It's like, camera's off, camera's on, it sounds off.
Let me take a look. I'm gonna bring up the YouTube screen real quick. Take a look and see what's going on. Boom.
Yeah,
Whoa.
bring it.
Okay, I got an error on this one. It's saying something what the fuck did that thing say? Let's see. Enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such viewers will be experiencing buffering. Okay. YouTube is not receiving. Okay, got that. Let me see if I can get this to go a little bit better. It's getting a broken up connection here just because everybody in the world's on bandwidth. I think next time we'll try Zoom.
Now my thing is working a little it's working a little better. It's like not breaking up as much.
Okay.
Anyway, so we got right now coronavirus. You're stocked up. You got your dried food. I got my dried food.
That's only gonna last so long, and I got 2 kids, and that's everything I got right now will probably last maybe a month, and then after that they're gonna be giving out food, which in New Mexico will just be prison food. So at that point, then you're gonna start thinking about resourcing. Because I'm not eating. I'm not gonna give my kids. Huh? What was that?
No, you got your glasses. I'm watching the YouTube
Yeah.
screen with you like messing around, but you got your glasses on again. I love your glasses. It's like, it's like kind of like that Cat Tim thing. It's like boys make passes at girls with glasses.
Maybe it's like the
You know.
Portlandia show, the first commercial, the spirit of the '90s. All the hot chicks
That's
wear
good.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, remember that movie American Pie? The one chick. Oh God, what was her name?
Willow from Buffy. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. She had the glasses. So anyway, back to coronavirus. What do you think? I mean, my opinion is, my original reaction was, this is something that has been developed by whoever the global warming people to reduce the carbon footprint.
Oh, have you seen the air over China? It's clear for the first time in 30 years. Yeah.
Right, to deplete the world's population by 10%, thus lowering the carbon footprint.
Well, they'll go 4/5. The agenda 21 thing is they got to bring it down to pre-industrial era levels, which would mean 4/5 of the population have got to die.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and it's just like the problem is there's way too many people. I mean,
There's not. That's a scarcity. That's capitalistic scarcity marketing. We could put every human being alive right now. We could hear me out. We could put the entire human race in Alaska right now and grow enough food for it. It's not a matter of there's not too many people. We're just doing things too stupidly.
without industrial production of goods, services, even industrial farming, this world would not be able to sustain its population levels.
With just farming, with regular agriculture, without having to do all the weird stuff they're doing with agriculture, with regular agriculture, we could totally sustain it. We could, like literally said, we could put the entire human race in Alaska and grow enough food for it. It's been worked out. The models have been done, tested, everything. It's not a scarcity issue. The problem is that each one of us is putting out massive carbon footprint, massive fucking pollution, and like okay, yeah, straws, all the plastic shit we have, all that crap. Kruger, what is it? Kruger, what is the coffee thing? The little thing with little coffee cups. That thing alone just fills up landfills.
Keurig cup.
And the fact we're pumping over 6 billion gallons of oil a day. That's what's doing it. And we're not going to run out of oil anytime soon because oil is literally, hydrocarbon is literally water and carbon at high pressure. High pressure like down at the bottom of the earth. So we can keep pumping it out until the whole planet collapses in on itself. And that's what they're doing right now. That's why sinkholes everywhere. That's why all that shit's happening is because they're literally pumping out the support that the surface is sitting on. But no, 6 billion gallons a day. And it's not dinosaurs. It's just naturally occurring. Enough pressure, enough water, enough carbon. You make petroleum.
It's every.
What?
I just lost your audio.
You still there? You can hear me now? Nope. You locked up. Let's see. No.
I lost your audio for a second there.
You still on my back? Or
you were saying some poignant shit.
Which was the last thing I said?
Can we make you bigger?
No.
What's the last thing I said?
I said.
No. I got nothing.
You can't hear me at all.
You can't hear you at all, baby.
Shit. Okay, one sec.
Are you just making fun of me?
No, I'm not making fun of you.
You can hear me though. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. I totally hear
I'm gonna watch this later. I got a huge bottle of Evan Williams. It's like, I watched that movie last night. It was such a beautiful movie. I mean, it was sad. It was depressing, but they really loved each other because they accepted each other for who they were. He's like, just don't ever make me stop drinking. I'm gonna drink myself to death. She's like, okay, I'm a prostitute. I'm a hooker. He's like, I know you're a hooker. The thing that pissed her off was when he went and found a different hooker. And you've seen the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the other hooker is the detective, what's her name from Law and Order?
Nope.
SVU. It was Mariska Hargitay. There was so many famous people. Julian Lennon was in that movie. Freaking Arlie Ermy was in that movie. I mean, it was, it just really, I'd never seen it before. I'd heard about it. People have been talking about it in AA meetings. Guys I worked with are like, dude, you're like the dude from, from Leaving Las Vegas. You're trying to kill yourself with booze. And at the time I was trying to drink myself to death. The whole thing is I couldn't sustainably drink enough to kill myself. I know guys who've done it. I met this one guy. He was like this superstar of AA. He came in and he's like, and his 1 year meeting, he was doing magic tricks and crap like that. You know what? He fell off the wagon and 6 months later he was dead.
Checking to see if you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
XX, I bought friends. Phoebe, what is Phoebe saying?
I don't know.
Dirt contains anthrax. That's true. Yes, it does.
Also contains botulism.
But only the right dirt. Okay, if you got good dirt like I got.
She's a medical professional. She yeah.
Oh well, hey, I'm a medical professional too.
No.
I almost was an RN, but I got a job with the phone company, so I was an LPN, and I was going
long play nurse.
RN.
Long play nurse.
Yeah, it is. You play a long time when you're an LPN. LPN stands for licensed practical nurse. In some states, it's LVN, licensed vocational nurse. Pretty much the same license. Pretty much the same thing as an RN. Just certain things.
She will argue with you as soon as you at some point in time here.
What's that, honey?
She'll probably argue with you at some point.
No, come to the East Coast. Yep, come to the East Coast. She's saying come to the East Coast. We both want you here. Phoebe, I love you. I love you, Phoebe. I'm gonna type it out to her just so it goes into the live stream. Ph. I can never spell Phoebe because I always forget about the other E. Hoebe.
B. Yep.
My leather is better. I
Hers.
feel delayed.
Yeah, no,
I love it.
hers is better. Hers is better. She's You ever shown her the jacket I made for her?
No, you did you? I don't know.
It's awesome.
Here's the one. Here's the one I'm going to send you. This is the trench, okay?
Okay, cool.
So, this is the trench. It's like a German U-boat commander. It's got the silver buttons. Oops, that one just freaking.
I'll
fell off.
replace the buttons.
Well, yeah, replace the buttons with something. But anyway, the little sleeves roll up. It goes like this, like they roll backwards on themselves or they roll forwards. It's a really cool coat. It's a 2X. It doesn't really fit me. I got like 5X for my shoulders.
Seeing you roll the
When I
sleeve, I just
resend
gotta ask
this-
if you've ever fucked the sleeve of your jacket.
Have I ever fucked the sleeve of my jacket?
Yeah.
No, but my mother had a fur coat that never needed a fucking hanger. And that's an Andrew Dice Clay joke, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're having veal tonight. I had it last night, Ma. It was fucking great. Oh, fucking blow me. Fucking
he was
blow
great.
me, she said.
Ford Fairlane is still great. It's a great movie.
Ford Fairlane is probably one of my favorite movies ever because at the end he goes, yeah, kid, I got the other ring. Fucking here we go. But anyway, so, the whole COVID thing, back to that. Just let's go to guns and ammo. Now, right before I came to see you, okay, well, back in October, I went down to Tennessee, right? Which I love Tennessee. And matter of fact, if we had to bug out anywhere, we have green chili, meat, and guns. All right, yay, Phoebe. They have green chili, meat, and guns. So there's like a minute delay between the chat.
Yep, about that, yeah.
The dirt contains anthrax. I really wish we could get it so it was all going on in real time.
Sorry, we're bouncing too many signals back and forth across the world.
We gotta figure it out. We have to.
We can try Zoom. We can try Zoom for pulling in your camera feed. Let's try Zoom next time because it'll probably get a better time on that. But this is basically the point between where it leaves my computer and goes to YouTube to stream. That's the lag, and there's not a whole lot we can do about that.
Well, I don't know. We're angels in black leather. I'm telling you. I love the look tonight. The black leather. The glasses. We're hot. We're hot older people. We really are. Like leaving Las Vegas, like I said, there's nothing here but love. We accept each other for who and what we are. I mean, no doubt about that. On this channel, whoever you are, just show up. We love you. As long as you're not going to start a fight.
Oh, I don't mind fights.
I don't mind a fight either. I just don't like a fight when it's like fucking, you know what? Yeah, we've got to a goddamn point. I can't hit you back because I care about you way too much to do that.
Well, no, I'm talking about other people coming in to fight. Yeah, not us. No.
Well, I care about all of my audience members, and if they want to start a heated debate, that's fine. But if they want to start a fucking slugfest, you know what? At this point, I'm not going to start duking it out with anybody, okay?
I don't think they can actually punch you from the screen, so yeah.
I don't have the energy. Really, I'm unarmed. Well, totally not unarmed. But I'm uninspired and uninterested in fighting with anybody, okay? But when people have viable arguments, like you always do, you always shut me up and say, you put me back in place, and that's why I'm here. That's why I love you, okay? And people are like, my friends are like, when they watch this, they're like, really, they don't say anything about this relationship of ours. And why would they? Because we're just two people who really fucking care about each other. Matter of fact, we care about each other so much that we're not going to start a heated argument in a fight like that. Because, you know what? I don't want to hurt your feelings because I love you too much.
Oh, nobody's going to hurt my feelings. It's not that's.
You know what? Me worrying about hurting your feelings is the least. But the thing is, you know what? I don't want to stress you out any more than you're stressed out. You don't want to stress me out any more. I'm stressed out. So.
Not at this point in time in history.
She's comfortable with violence. I know
Oh
she
yeah,
is,
yeah.
Steve.
I have a
I
glass.
know
She,
she is.
she Phoebe sent
I
me a
don't know.
glass. Phoebe sent me a glass that has it etched into it. It's a little like rocks glass. That is on one side says I'm comfortable with violence, and it's a very fitting glass. Yeah, I think I sent her back a bag of dicks
Well,
for it or something like that.
Phoebe, if you need a bug out location, I'm in upstate New York. So if you're in New Jersey, we're within definitely 6 hours of each other. You need some place to freaking bug out to, you come find me. You know what? We can open up my dad's house in a farm because I doubt he's going to get here anytime soon. And a matter of fact, I'm going to plow up a couple of acres on my dad's, back lawn. I'm going to plant some corn this year. I'm going to plant some zucchinis, some beans, shit that I know I can grow. I can grow tomatoes. I just can't grow a lot of them. And, I mean, if I wanted to, um, and I worked at it real, real hard, yeah, just with my buckets of rabbit shit and Miracle Grow, I could grow 20 or 30 good tomato plants. But plowing up some dirt, I could grow 2 or 3 acres of zucchini. And my zucchinis come out this big. So when you have 30 or 40 bushels of zucchini, zucchini is a good survival food because it's high in vitamin C. And I could do that. Freaking hang out in a barn. I got wood stoves. I got freaking pellet stoves. I got blow heaters. I've got gallons of kerosene and diesel stocked up. I don't know how much I got, but when it got really cold, we'd have to run the heater. So you guys could just like basically show up in New York and, we could live self-sufficiently off the freaking grid. So, when it comes to the whole doomsday prepping thing, I've been doing it for so long that these people now are running out trying to buy guns. Now, here's what I find is the funniest thing. I always question men when he when he emphasizes his zucchini. No,
This
Phoebe
nice
says I
zucchini,
always
yeah.
question men. Yeah, my zucchini's not that big, Phoebe. Trust me. It's very. A matter of fact, it's really small. It's really, really small. Aw, thank you. Yeah. Well, have you ever wanted to swim? I got a pool coming. Well, having a pool is
she's
a
like a
great thing
billionaire
because
or
you have a
something like
fresh
that. I'm
water
not sure.
source. I got a lake, like I said, literally 100 feet from my house. Um, so it's really and like I said, I got the life straws. I've drank lake water out of one of these, you know, every time I go fishing. Basically, I sit there, I'm drinking beer, I need a drink of water, I just go down and slurp. Um, you know, it's not a matter of like, yeah, could we survive a freaking, major apocalypse? It's like, do we really want to do that? Can I protect everyone? Yeah, I'm talking to all my friends, and actually, I got a couple of calls. They're like, "Hey, Rob, I'm getting really worried about this. Can I borrow a gun from you?" And here's the thing: under the current laws, no, you can't. You can't borrow a gun from me.
Yeah, of course
Two,
not. Yeah.
one of my cousins actually one of my cousins was actually, "Can I get a gun from you?" I'm like, why? I'm not going to give anybody who doesn't have any training a gun. I'm like, first of all, you've been against guns since I've known you. You think I'm an asshole because I own guns. Now that there's a big emergency, you need a friggin' gun. And what I've been watching on the internet is like people in California have been like trying to order guns online, send it to my house. And they're like, oh, wait, we can't do this? Because people, they're like, oh, what about the gun show loophole? There's no gun show loophole. As a matter of fact, in Tennessee, you can't buy a gun right now because the background check system
He's down.
is down.
Yeah.
So if you've ordered a gun and it took them a month to get it to you, you can't get it at this point. So anyway, I'm not worried about guns and ammunition.
No, you got plenty.
On that, well, I don't have plenty. You never have enough. But on that point, I'm like, okay, I got enough to take care of me and at least 5 of my really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. I'm not saying how many more, but at least 5. Okay? I got enough food in my house to sustain a rifle squad for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's a rifle squad. which is 5 guys. So
Yeah.
me by myself, I'm probably good for another year.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm always thinking like my son and his friends come, and that's only in the case of major civil unrest. But now all my leftist liberal friends who've been like, oh, anti-gun and guns are bad, and only
I'm probably
bad
I
people
think I'm the
have
only leftist you
guns.
actually know. I think I'm the only leftist you actually know. And I'm not anti-gun by any means. I never have been. Did you catch that? I just lose me. No, can you hear me?
You're dropping out. I'm actually
Crap.
drink beer, go down and slurp. What happens to me too? I'm watching Phoebe, so I'm trying to think about what I was talking about a minute ago. Agree with
Okay.
you. Your gun POV, right? What? Those people should not own firearms anyway. The cavalry is golden. Yes, it is. Golden dragons, definitely Phoebe. Definitely.
Her entire philosophy of domestic and foreign policy is bigger, better bombs. So
I think she's a member of the family. I don't know. Anyway, I have to. If you want to find me, Phoebe, on Facebook, send me a request. I'm Scarecrow Jones. Okay, capital SCARECROW, capital JONZE. You can find me. It's on. It links up on my Twitter, my Instagram, and I think my Facebook link up on this. If not, I'll
am I
let my
friends with you on
digital
Facebook right now?
goddess. What,
I don't know
baby?
if I'm friends with you on Facebook right now. I don't think I've like, refriended you since you recreated your Facebook.
No, you're on. Me and you are friends on
Okay.
Facebook. We are.
I knew we were.
We are.
Okay.
That we don't have to use. Finish it, Andy. Okay, that's Phoebe. You know what? I really wish we could get the chat and everything here where it wasn't so much of a delay, but
Yeah, but if we go through, modern technology will advance, and in 4 or 5 years it'll be good.
yeah, I understand. Well, we have to do something, but anyway, well, Phoebe, look, if you ever want to meet up for lunch once this shit's over, we will. We could actually do a live stream. I don't know. We'll meet up in a freaking Denny's someplace on the side of Route 17.
Why would you kill yourself after
and
you've
we'll
already,
meet up.
just survived the apocalypse?
Exactly. You know what? I mean, why would I kill myself after I've just survived? This is
Denny's, then don't go to
really think
Denny's.
the apocalypse, though.
This is going to turn into. I'm not.
You
It's
think
like
it
one
is?
of my kids' teachers. I went to the parent-teacher meetings last week, and one of the kids' teachers was like, "I'm not afraid of the COVID virus. I'm afraid of what people are going to do." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good point." It's like the virus.
Right,
The
right.
virus has got a much lower kill ratio than average neighbors. So
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. What's going to happen? Right now, I mean, if you could live on cookies, you go to Walmart. There's plenty of stuff on the shelves.
yeah,
It's just weird shit is disappearing. Like, I bought a whole case of Hormel chili, no beans, today. 3 weeks ago I couldn't find it.
Mhm.
Now I can find it. A whole case. I bought a whole case. Hunt's tomato sauce. Bought a whole case of that today. Got my new mouse. I mean, I got the
Yeah,
I don't know if I can show it to you. Got the Corsair one. Nice enough mouse. I like the rolling wheel on it. Got
the
a
stores,
new
the
mouse
stores are
pad.
stocked. We're not anywhere near running out of like the supplies from the warehouses at this point. It's not that it's like, well,
Right.
okay, Walmart had. Last time I went to Walmart, he was surrounded by cops. I thought it was actually like a hostage situation. I show up there and there's cops, like all these cop cars. They're basically waiting to repel raiders. Like a bunch of cops from the place, and a helicopter circling overhead. And I was gonna leave,
Right.
but everybody was walking in, so I was like, fuck it. I went in, got because I need to get vitamin C and shit, and went in, got my stuff, went out. The place was just weird. It was creepy. It was the end of the world type thing. But a mile away, there's an Albertsons that I went to the next day that was just chill. And
Right.
they had everything except for ramen and toilet paper. But no, they were totally chill. They had everything, and nobody in the store seemed to be giving a fuck about anything. Like they looked at me really funny for wearing gloves. So
Yeah.
so it's just weird the dichotomy of like
Oh.
the information, like what's going on.
I'm typing it. I'm typing a note to Phoebe. Any place you want, Phoebe. In Jersey, whatever. Denny's. You know what? So anyway, back to my Walmart trip today. I went there 3 weeks ago, and I bought some. I bought a grocery cart full of stuff. I said $181. I got enough stuff now. I'm restocked. I'm good for, for me, probably for 6-7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the second time I went out, I spent $350, but it was all on condiments. Okay, because like I had run out of a salad dressing, which is always a good marinade. So what we're gonna do right now, since we're at the top of the hour, we're gonna take another commercial break. Okay, Media Blackout Live. Okay. I'm gonna go pee, make another drink, and we're gonna come back in for the third segment. We're gonna wrap this up for tonight. We start a half hour late, so we're gonna go about another half hour. Is that okay with you, hon?
Yeah, I gotta actually feed the kids here in a little bit, but so I probably don't have that kind of time. But
All right. Well, let's take a quick commercial break. Quick media blackout break, and we'll get back to. You gotta feed the kids.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Well,
they didn't get up today
it's,
till like 2, dude. They're not in school, so yeah.
right. No. Okay. I'm still. I think it's midnight here, and I know there it's 10 o'clock. So I'll hit the media blackout, and
Round two.
and we'll be back just for the wrap up. Okay.
Okay.
And Phoebe, thank you for watching. I love you, honey. Meet up with me. Send me a request on Instagram. If you go to my channel, it'll show up. So send me an IG request, and it's great. I got 3. Wow, you're our first actual real
Wow.
person, and it really makes me happy. So we're gonna take a little break right now. Hit the thing, and I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'll be back in 5.
Cool.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
What's happening?
I was just, I'll go any plate to meet a friend of Andy's. Wow, that's so funny. I was just sending Phoebe a message. No, and that's the other thing. I love the Apple, the spell checkers. I miss my old slider phone because you had like a real keyboard on it. And it's like it wouldn't change things up. So if you made a spelling mistake, it would just send it with the spelling mistake.
Yeah,
Right?
go ahead and turn off predictive text on your phone.
Is that how you do it?
Yep, that's it.
I have to figure that
It's
out.
in preferences. It's in your settings.
Because it's like it's so messed up. I'm sending well, the other day I was texting somebody. I had like 8 text messages going on. So now I'm sending you replies to somebody else. One, I was really fucking drunk.
Yep.
2, and I know you forgive me for that one, but 2, it just kept auto correcting. So I just like anytime I wrote, like if I said that's fucking terrible, it would say like that farm is something, and I was like, that farm. I'm like, how does this even get to where it
Yeah, no, it picks weird words that I've never used before. But no, that's my problem. Is it always takes the not or don't or things like that out of the sentence. So I go like, hey, blah blah blah, did you do this? And I didn't do that, and I just send back, I did that, and it's like something I wouldn't want to confess to.
Right. Well, anyway, that's my whole thing. It's like, I'm like, oh well, whatever. Fucking, would you blow me? And it's like, remember Andrew Dice Clay?
Yep.
Typo Negative used to have a sign that said applause or you suck. So it's like if they wanted applause, they'd hit the light that said, remember like on the old TV shows, they'd say applause.
So the audience
so they'd have a sign that said applause, so people would clap. Then they had another sign that said you suck. That goes all the way back to the old carnivore days. You suck, you suck, you suck. So anyway, you know how like the actors say to each other like before a show, break a leg.
Yeah.
Instead of saying good luck, and like the pilots, they were like crash and burn. It's like instead of saying I love you, I always go you suck, which means you suck, I love you. And I always tell everybody, you suck, I love you. All right. So I hope people start getting that. And
you're not just asking for oral sex, okay? Yeah.
Right. That's the whole thing. I'm not. I'm like, you know what? You suck. I love you. Jerk me. Like I always say, jerk me off. Well, I mean, with you, it's like I wouldn't mind. I mean, not one bit. If you were here right now, well, I'd be too drunk to do anything. Like in leaving Las Vegas, I thought that was so funny. He was too drunk. What's that noise?
That's my phone. I gotta go feed the kids.
Really?
Yeah, I pretty much nobody's calling. It's just an alarm. It reminds me to feed the kids. It's like one of those sort of things.
Yeah. How are the boys doing, by the way? Tell them I said hello.
They're doing good. They're doing good. They're kind of just they're. I'm no longer ashamed of raising indoor kids.
Right. Well, the whole thing is, are your indoor kids ashamed of you?
Oh no!
I gotta tell you.
No.
My kid, he called me the other day. He's like, Dad, I can't go back to work until I get a coronavirus test. And him and his roommates, they all got the flu, but they went to the clinic. They got a test. They were like, we all got the flu. He's like, but Dad, can I send you the bill? And I'm like, dude, yeah, you can send me the freaking bill. Because my kid's too old to be on. Well, he was on my insurance until I stopped working.
Yeah.
And he had my medical card. We had the best insurance at the phone company.
Medicare for all would be better.
Medicaid for all would be better. When I was on Medicaid, because I had no income, I got an MRI for free. Okay. My one friend, I won't mention his name, but his guy I play with, he's got a family of 4, but they make less than $50,000.
Yeah.
So they get Medicaid.
I get Medicaid too, yeah, because I got 2 kids and I make way less than $50,000 a year, yeah.
Right. Okay. Medicare for all would be bullshit because it's only 80-20. Okay. They cover 80%. You got to cover 20, but up to your annual deductible. So if you only go to the doctor twice a year, you're paying for 100%.
No, if you read the plan for Medicare for all, it's also expanding Medicare so that it's more like Medicaid. So it takes care of all of it. It's one group pool payment. It's basically pulling the payments of the entire country into one thing, into one insurance agency, which is a single payer, and that pays for everything. It's the same as Medicaid is now. Well, Medicaid isn't getting paid into, but it's getting paid into with taxes. But no, it's
Well,
the expanded. Bernie has it up on his website. He has the actual legislation. Everything's there, and it explains it all, and also how he pays for it. And that's been there for now 2 years, I think. And they still say, "Well, you never explained how you paid for it." No, yeah, he did. Listed out every fucking penny. But they just
right.
but Biden can just lie, and everybody just lies for him. If Biden's president, we are so fucked. But he's not.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to be president. He's just going to be. He's going to get to the inauguration day, and he'll take HRC as his vice president, as his running mate, and she'll get.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, fucking bad. I'm not a Democrat by any means.
I know you're a Bernie bro from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Bernie bro too, just because of you.
But that expression itself was made up by Neera Tanden and fucking HRC back in the last election cycle. There's no such thing as Bernie. Bernie does not have any like more caustic followers than anybody else. Everybody's got caustic followers. And also, there's also the whole agent provocateurs where half people, I think they're online going, fucking Bernie, I'm going to kill you all. Those guys are actually working for Biden campaign. They're actually working for the Trump campaign. It's just basic web reputation management. I've done that job I fucking invented that job 20 years ago. So yeah, it's
Right. No, yes, we are both subversives too. That's another reason why I love you. I never say another reason why we love each other. I was just talking in the first person why I love you.
Yeah, because you can't really know anybody else's intentions, of course.
Right. Right.
And
the thing, agent provocateur. Yeah, that's what I've been my entire freaking life. Let's get them to start fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah, exactly. That's divide and conquer type thing. But that's what I think that most people do, because I mean, David Brock still has Correcting the Record, which is his entire. It's a web reputation management company that just goes in and writes stuff for a fucking certain agenda. So if there's a bunch of Bernie bros attacking people, they're more than likely working for Brock or working for the DNC still, or working for Trump.
Well, Trump. I got to tell you, HRC, the Clintons, and the Obama legacy people, that as they call them, the deep state, which I don't know. I mean, I'll talk to you about it one day when I'm with you again.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't believe who the deep state had working for them or have working for them or whatever.
Oh, everybody's a member of it. I mean, everybody's worked for the CIA at one point in time. Anderson Cooper worked for the CIA. Pete Buttigieg, whatever the fuck his name was, worked for the CIA. They all have at one time or another. And the CIA doesn't have any like.
Mayor.
What? Go ahead.
Go on.
I was going to say the CIA recruits almost specifically from Stanford, like basically School of Economics and Financial. They're all Wall Street agents. They're all stock traders.
Yes.
That's what they do. And so what is it? What the hell's his name? The dude from the New Yorker. He wrote about the My Lai massacre. I just totally blanked his name completely. But he did a really good one about it. He did a really good article back in the height of the beginning of the Iraq War. It's called the spies that came in from the hot tub. That he tracked basically the stock traders who worked for the FBI, for the CIA, going all around the world on their rendition campaigns. And they're just because they were using charge cards, like cards everywhere they went. He was able to track them everywhere. Oh, what the hell's his name? It's fuck, I can't believe it. Okay.
I know who you're saying now. I've seen it. Right now, honey, Media Blackout Live. How far we got a few more minutes here. I'd say probably about another 10 minutes here.
I gotta pretty much take off at this point,
so,
but I gotta go feed the kids. But let's wrap it up.
All right, go feed the kids. Let's say thank you to Phoebe. Okay.
Thank you to our audience. Thank you, Phoebe.
We love you. Tell 2 friends. Repimp this. Repost it on your freaking social media, because we need viewers. I'm gonna try and do this at least. Well, for the foreseeable future, because I don't have any gigs. Let me tell you, 2 weeks ago, our gig, there was 150 people there at the Red Shed.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, we were lucky if there was 30 people there. And this week, all our gigs for the foreseeable future canceled.
Mm.
It's a serious thing, this coronavirus. I'm just trying to recap. Gun sales are out of the freaking world. But like I said, I put a picture up on my Instagram of me with my Ruger PCC carbine. I said, I'll defend my trannies. and I get to use the word tranny, right? Am I allowed to?
I don't know. Somebody's gonna get offended, but what does it matter?
Right, but you don't care, right?
No, I don't care. That's actually the word. That was me coming up. That was the word that was the respected term. So when I went to prison, got out of prison, and all of a sudden Dr. Phil and somebody else had agreed that all the words that I used weren't allowed to be used, and I'm like, well, what about fat bald fuck who gives bad advice?
Fat bald guy, I don't like at this point because I am a little bit portly and I am kind of losing my hair. Although you can't see it yet, but like I got the John Entwistle hairline going now.
I'm thinking of Dr. Phil himself, but didn't he just get busted for doing something? What the hell was it? He's getting sued or something? Yeah, he's an idiot giving he gives weight loss advice. It's a horrible idea.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out what our microphone requirements are in this next week. I mean, how's my mic sound?
Your mic is fine. We got to go back through and watch this once it records onto YouTube. But yeah,
right, yeah. Once you get it up, I don't know how long it's gonna take you to get it up tonight.
Well, it'll be up. It'll be up. It's just got to convert from the stream, so it'll be up in minutes.
Okay. Anyway, Phoebe, love you, baby. If you want, I swear to God, I'll drive down in Jersey. I'd love to meet one of Andy's friends in person. I met a couple of friends in Albuquerque in person, and I just want you guys to like me. Because she is my honey bunny. My honey bunch is full of oats. Only relationship with another person that I have, aside from band members. And I love you, honey. I really do. I miss you a lot. I'm sorry I'm such a drunken asshole scumbag, and I make no sense. You know what? That's why I love talking on the phone, because texting on the phone with the autocorrection and all that bullshit, it never comes out sounding like a freaking conversation. And that's just why I start spewing profanity, because I'm so pissed at technology at this point that it's given us coronavirus.
The technology didn't do that. Hopefully technology didn't do that. If it did, then we're more fucked than I thought.
I don't know. I you know what? I don't mean to offend you of anyone, but
you're not offending me.
When I want to take it, I know. I'm just trying to give you ideas for show prep and shit like that. We haven't done a show in a month, and that's because I was busy.
You should do one once a week, yeah, every Saturday.
Well, every Saturday I think would be great if I can, but I even like, hey, are you available? Do you look okay? I'm available. I look okay.
Yeah, we can do random ones, but it'd be better to schedule them and just like schedule hour-long ones, because the two-hour format is kind of long.
Yeah, it is.
I'm twitching because I can't sit still this long. Yeah.
I know, and maybe what we could do is, I could get up on a regular basis and actually take a bath, and we could, like, I could say, hey, you want to go on a stream, and we could just stream, because you got nowhere to go at this point, right?
Yeah, but I work constantly, so that's.
I know you do. But if you could take 20 minutes out of your life, I want to figure out how to stream on
Logitech Capture will do it. You can set it all up in there.
I got to figure out how to do it by myself, so I could just stream out shit by myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, Phoebe, I wouldn't really like Phoebe that much. I don't know why I wouldn't like you that much.
What?
She says I wouldn't. She says you really wouldn't like me that much. I don't know why.
She's like the nicest person in the world, but she doesn't believe it. So yeah.
Right, and that's the whole thing. I'm great at like freaking endearing people to myself. I mean, I am the one person in this world who can find reasons to love the unlovable. Trust me on that one, because I am completely unlovable myself. So anyway. I watched Leaving Las Vegas last night. Great movie. Anybody, if you're sitting at home on lockdown, watch that movie. Watch this. I'm going to watch
New Wave Hookers Volume 4. Don't forget about that one. It's a great movie, too.
What's it called?
New Wave Hookers Volume 4. It was made in, like, 1987. It's a porn.
I remember the first New Wave Hookers. Oh, my God. Talk about porn.
I gotta go feed the kids, so I can't really talk about porn right now.
All right. Yeah, I can't talk about porn right now. Anyway, I love you, honey.
Yeah, love you too. Bye.
I'll see you next week. And everybody, keep on rocking the free world.
Try not to die.
Is picture shot. That's right. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah!